it's overwhelmingly good. Let's take a tea break because sis. Hey y'all, it's Kim with the K, coming to you guys with a new video. So I'm really excited about today's video because it is a huge announcement. It is my first launch of this sort. So without further ado, let's just get into this legal tea. So if you've been on my channel for a while, then you know I am a recent law school graduate. I graduated from Cumberland School of Law last May 2019, took the bar July 2019, found out I passed the bar September 2019, and was sworn in to Alabama State Bar October 2019. So we are now in 2020 and I am currently a practicing attorney. I actually started at my job as an attorney the beginning of September, so I'm almost to my year mark, which is just crazy. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go by the day I found out I was admitted into the bar or the day I was sworn in, but I was at my firm September 3rd, 2019. So I'm almost at my year mark and I'm really excited about that. So I've been trying to figure out what could I do to help 1Ls that are starting school in the fall. Of course, I love to help 2Ls and 3Ls as well, but this course that I'm launching, okay you guys, so I am so excited because I'm launching a 2-day online 1L bootcamp course. So if you've seen my 1L bootcamp series where I have a few videos, well more than a few, I have a handful of videos in a playlist. I will leave that link down below. So think of that, but times 20. I'm really excited. There are definitely some perks that will come along with being on board, especially for my first bootcamp. I definitely plan on doing these more often. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure. It kind of is going to depend on the demand and how that works, but I am capping the amount of students that I'm accepting for the course at 25. Now, of course, if there's more people that would like to, you know, join in, then I may increase it. I may add another weekend. I don't know, but right now I'm only accepting 25 people. So make sure you have your alarm set and ready and don't miss out. So let me just tell you guys what is going to be talked about so that you guys can get a better feel of what to expect. So day one, I'm going to kind of cover some of the basics. I'm going to go over preparing mentally, emotionally for law school, preparing your family and friends for law school, your significant others and things like that. To me, that's a really important first step before we even jump to case briefing and all that, which I do plan on talking about how to brief a case, some blue booking tips, how to outline, studying before and after class. I'm telling you guys, this course is full of tea. I'm really excited about that, and because I'm keeping it with a semi-small amount of people, even if I do increase it, I still won't accept too many people. I have a cap in my head that if I do increase it, I'm not going over that. I want it to be really personal. I want it to be more intimate, sort of like a one-on-one thing, but 1 on 25. I do plan on using the platform Zoom, so if you're familiar with that, which many people are, it's really easy to use. You guys will be able to ask me questions during as well as before and after. I will also be covering how to get involved in different organizations, which organizations should you get involved and why, how to communicate with your professors, how to build a network within your school, such as building relationships with your classmates. I'll be covering all of that stuff, as well as, like I said, the nitty-gritty case briefing, how to blue book, outlining and studying. So that's going to be primarily day one. Day two, we will start off with dealing with stress. I know that's a tough one, but it's very important. I will tell you guys some tips and tricks that I used, and I will definitely give you practical ways to deal with stress. We will touch on finances. I am not an accountant, so I won't be able to give you more specific advice on that, but I can definitely give you my experience, my opinion, how you should go about that, and we'll make that kind of like a casual conversation about that. But I definitely think that is a huge concern when it comes to law school, so I had to put that on the list. And of course, that will cover scholarships as well. Further, I will be talking about exam taking tips. We'll be talking about typing tips. We'll talk about multiple choice tips. These will be things that not only I have experienced during my time in law school, but as well as information, tips, and tricks I've gotten from people around me, classmates, colleagues, and things of that nature. So I'm really excited to give you guys all this information. It is just, it's overwhelmingly good. Let's take a tea break because, sis. I will also be talking about networking. Y'all know I am huge on networking, which will also cover generally the ideal track for getting a summer clerkship, and I will also talk about like a non-traditional way to go about it as well. So, and then I will end with my special guest, which I'm really excited for you guys to meet this person, and they will give you some great insight as well. We both are similar, but y'all, I don't want to tell too much. Y'all gonna have to see. Y'all gonna have to see. So I know y'all are like, okay, Kameron, I want this tea. I need this tea, but how much is this tea? So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm accepting 25 people. The first 10 people, I'm not going to say this again, okay? The first 10 people get the course for $50. The first 10 people, $50. After that, the next 15 people, if you are not the first 10, this is a forewarning. Set your alarm. Set your alarm, sis. Set the alarm, the date, the time, the link, which we're going to get to. After that, the price will go up to $65, okay? You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. Get the $50, sis. Little $50 here. Invest in yourself. Invest in your education. Invest in the tea. I promise you it will be worth it in the end. I'm going to be giving you guys not only just tips and tricks, but I'm going to be providing worksheets as well as some PowerPoint slides just to better understand, so you guys can really see what I mean when I'm talking about the case briefing, when I'm talking about tips and tricks on Westlaw and LexisNexis and case text. I want to make sure I give you guys actual research sources and practical help that you guys can actually implement while you are in your law school journey. I will be adding something else, which I don't want to give it away, but there is going to be an additional thing that's way more personal, way more deeper, way more one-on-one, if you do happen to get into the course. So I know I've did a lot of talking and it's a lot for you to think of, but y'all, tomorrow, Sunday, August 2nd, I will be providing the link on all my social media platforms at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So calculate that to your time as you may, but 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Calculate that how you may see fit. I will leave the link in the description box on this video tomorrow, okay? It will be there at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will also provide it on my Kameron Monet Instagram page, as well as the Legal Tea by Kameron Instagram page in the bio. If you want to just go ahead and copy and paste that, do what you may. It's probably not in the description box right now, but it will be at some point. So just make sure you're kind of monitoring that so you can see. I don't want to put it down there and then somebody try to get it and then somehow they be able to pay for it and then like my system messed up and then now we got all these people that Equal opportunity for everybody. I will also pin it in the comments on this video. So make sure you are staying tuned to all of my platforms, or just pick a platform because I'm going to try to post it all at the same time. Okay? That's the goal. That's the goal. Don't say I never looked out. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, which is why I wanted to give it a little bit of time before I opened it up for registration. So if you do have questions, comments, concerns, etc., you guys can get to me and I can hopefully be able to answer those to the best of my ability so that you can make the determination if this is going to be something that you want to invest in. Again, it's $50 for the first 10 people and it's going to go up to $65. I promise you, this to me is super reasonable with the information that I'm going to be giving. I can't guarantee that it's always going to be this affordable, but definitely this time I figured, you know, let me just test it out and see how it is, and get some feedback from you guys for my first students in my little 1L boot camp. So I'm really excited. I know I've probably said that like 100 times. I'm going to add this. Some of you may be thinking, well, Kameron, what about I'm taking it online? What is the difference there? I want to tell you guys that in high school as well as college, I took online classes. Actually, majority of my senior year in high school was online because I moved my senior year and I still wanted to graduate with my friends and family, So I have thorough experience when taking online classes, hybrid classes, tips and tricks when it comes to that, because primarily most of your studying really in law school could be online, which it's going to be for most students at this point. So there is definitely a way for you to be successful, even if you feel like I'm not getting the full experience because it's online. I promise you're going to be fine. I'm going to tell you guys tips and tricks on how to network online, some LinkedIn tips. Let me stop spilling the tea, y'all. Let me get off here because I don't want to tell too much. I love you guys. Stay tuned to tomorrow. All the information I just talked about will be in the description box below. Leave me some comments. If you have questions, send me a DM on Instagram. And I'm excited. See you guys in my next video. Later.